Good evening, and welcome to StrictlySega's EA Sports Special.
Now, there were four main factors that led to the success of the Mega Drive over the years, both here in Australia and across the globe.
Firstly, it was the time of the 8-bit chip, where 8-bit consoles and 8-bit computers were ruling the marketplace, so the 16-bit console blew our minds and was able to make its greatest impact on the public at the time.
Second, we have Sonic the Hedgehog. Sega was really banking on Sonic to be their mascot, but to get such a good game that came along with Sonic the package was a real bonus for the fans. Sonic was only ever really matched by the sequel of the game.
Thirdly, had to be Tom Kalinski's aggressive marketing and advertising style. Those ads are now locked into our memories, and all it would take is the slightest reminder to have that big Sega pounded into us one more time.
Finally, we come to EA Sports, which is what we're going to be having a look at today. EA Sports had some of the classic sports sims of all time, and really it all started, this generation of it anyway, on the Mega Drive.
So take a look.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
First on that list is FIFA Soccer. Although regarded as one of the early classics of the EA Sports revolution, soccer wasn't as easy to bring to the video game consoles as NHL Hockey or Madden NFL. FIFA has a lot more space and the ball and players are a lot smaller and far less details, but overall, as far as soccer games go, it has great handling and playability with well done animations and tons of moves. Passing is a bit weird and takes a bit of getting used to and can be random at times, but all the teams are there, there's heaps to choose from. Overall, it's our favourite soccer game on the Mega Drive, and that includes this. So onto FIFA Soccer CD. This game calls itself a special edition, but from what we can tell it's just another Mega CD game where they take a Mega Drive game, slap on a few videos and pump it out to rake in some cash and pad out the Mega CD library. Sega did this often with games like WWF, Rage in a Cage and many others. Now onto the game itself. The graphics are no different, just like FIFA on the cart. It's set on the same isometric 3/4 angle and the players are still the same. Sadly the AI is the same as well, but for some reason you lose the ball sounds. So overall you may as well get the version on the cart. The only difference is those choppy videos, but as we know from other Mega CD games, they're ugly as sin. And now with Road to Chuck.
I remember playing this game in the old 286 back in the day, so I was really surprised when I found it on the Mega Drive. Now, not to be confused with so many other golf games at the time, like Jack Nicklaus Golf, this is EA's PGA Tour Golf. First released on the PC, and later on the Mega Drive, this was quite a good golf game and has almost everything in it that is now covered in golf games today, like Tiger Woods. Each hole would be presented with a flyover and tips from the greatest in the sport. You're able to draw and fade, you can go past 100% for that extra tonk, but if you do, then you would have to be dead on or suffer the wrath of one hell of a slice. Sadly, the draw was a bit sloppy, the colours were a bit faded, and the game really didn't take the best advantage of what the Mega Drive could offer. That was until... So upon the release of EA's Mega Drive Golf Club, they brought out a new, more refined version of PGA Tour Golf, called PGA Tour 2. But back in 1992, PGA Tour Golf had already tarnished the reputation of EA's golf games on the Mega Drive and was seen as an inferior way to play golf games compared to the likes of Lynx and Microsoft Golf on the PC. So PGA Golf was somewhat overshadowed and was never quite recognised as a true EA Sport classic so many others here have. We now go to Nick outside.
Can I come back inside? It's really cold.
NBA Live 96 was a great game for its time. Basketball was still pretty popular back in 95 and NBA Jam was still a regular activity for us down at a local video store. 96 was really a great basketball game and really added to the final year of releases on Mega Drive. And because it was in the last year, it was the last basketball game released, and it was a great one to go out on. The only problem was, because it was towards the end, they rushed it a little bit, and they didn't bother to fix all the problems that had happened in FIFA 95 and NBA Live 95 with all of the AI. It's still pretty terrible. Overall though, it's a great game. You can turn all the fouls off in this one and just go nuts knocking people over. It's great fun.
Ah yes, Rugby League, a very popular game here in Australia, and I think one of the few that was made for this country. I've looked around and there's not much on the web covering this release or anything. NRL isn't very well known, let alone popular around the world, whereas NRL is seen as one of our national sports, and is as big as, or even bigger in the northeast of Australia, as AFL. The options are limited, which gets you straight to the action. So let's go take a look, shall we? Now the graphics are no better than FIFA, but it's not about the graphics, it's the action and the thrill of running that ball up the side and making that try, which is 4 points for those who don't know. Overall, we like this game, and it's good to chuck on during the summer season when there's no rugby to go to or watch on the telly.
Welcome back for Strictly Sega's EA Sports Special. Now these days EA can be seen as a bit of a gobbling sports giant, but back in the day they were led well by Trip Hawkins, and he led the company in the direction of producing high quality games that were pushing the hardware they were released on.
Now sadly Trip Hawkins left EA in 1991, around 1992, to form a company called 3DO to make the Panasonic 3DO system. But the wave was already in motion with EA, and with every year and a new release came out and it grew bigger and bigger to massive proportions over the years. Now I've read and even witnessed to some extent games giving the Mega Drive an excellent rollout of sporting classics that will be remembered as long as the Mega Drive will be.
But did you know, after the Sega Saturn's disastrous record with being really hard to program for, EA just pulled the plug with them and no games were ever released for the Dreamcast by EA.
But we'll go more into the Dreamcast next week, where we're starting off our Dreamcast reviews.
So check out the website at StrictlySega.com.
Yeah, also we've got a web channel chat on irc.oz.org, channel Tiger S's Lair. It's just written bottom of the screen.
And please comment and rate, guys. It's easy to do and really helps us out.
Okay, bye guys.